is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the San Francisco 49ers. Got it on the tee. He kicks it off, and here we go from Levi's Stadium. And a short kick taken at about the 16. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Snap comes at one, and it's Brady. Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And into the end zone. A big six for the 49er D as they score a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Gold with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now Brady to try again after the pick six. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted. Pretty fortunate there, the interception that ended the last drive, and then boom, the first pass here almost picked on this drive.
Yeah, I think you could definitely call into question his decision-making here in the first half.
Certainly not the best of decisions there. Lucky that one wasn't picked. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. It's caught by Mike Evans. Oh, a solid stiff arm and some open field. Down the sideline he goes. On the move past the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. 69 yards. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play and max protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. This Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him again. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down.
Touchdown! Keeft, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Bucs are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point put through by Succop, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Lance and the 49ers now. 1st and 10 at their own 27. Throwing now is Lance. And this pass caught by Gray. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
Here we go.
2nd and 12. Here's Lance to throw it. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Lance. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Again, it's Lance. Forced out to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Shotgun now for Lance. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 7-7, our score after 1. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Black Ultra. Smash red. Pale green.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
Lance with a tap forward on the jet sweep. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. On third down, here's Mitchell. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. And they'll go for it. Lance trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Buccaneers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. I appreciate the aggressiveness trying to go for it there on fourth down, but you're in the red zone, had 3 points in your back pocket. Instead, Charles, they throw it away.
Certainly a big call to go for it on fourth down. As you said, in the red zone, definitely going to cost them 3 points, and we'll see how that affects the game as time goes on.
They begin with a run by Fournette. And some space here. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one 28 yards on the ground.
This is a little bit like baseball here. Strong up the middle. Both sides want to be that. In this case, the offense ended up winning the ultimate battle.
And those big runs between the tackles, that's a little deflating for a defense, isn't it?
It really is, because that's where your strength's supposed to be. You're supposed to be in a spot where they can't make that yardage there. You're supposed to send them outside. Not in this case.
He'll get this to about the 38.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Brady. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. We don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? First down, here's Mitchell. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Lance looking to throw it. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Devin White defeating the offensive line and getting to the quarterback. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coaches' 2-minute drill.
Black shot.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. And now it looked like movement up front. If that's the case, that might end any thought of a field goal. On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowski to punt the football. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Getting it out wide here to Bernard. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. That's complete. It's Chris Godwin. Yeah, he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Hey, 166. 150.
Again, they'll throw with Brady. He drops it off for Bernard. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down.
So that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, get me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
To throw again on 2nd down. Brady.
They'll swing this out to Fournette.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Man open, here
is Jones. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Second down and goal. Brady, and he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Cade Otton, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that makes the score 14-7. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. Fields this way up at the 17. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
On 2nd and 9, Lance. He sets to fire deep. He's got a man complete. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Lance looking for Gray and finding him once again. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Double 38. Hey, blue, 6, 7.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Lance. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. 4th down field goal try coming, so Lance is off and on comes Robbie Gould. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. The kick by Gould is good, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throwing on first down is Brady. He completes it to Jones. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And now after the delay of game, they're operating behind the sticks, 2nd and 15. Now Brady. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Regular. 72.
Now Brady. And the Niners get there and bring him down. The sack by Jordan Willis. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. Taken from about the 12.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Strike, 97. Strike, strike. Check, smash. Ready?
And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line.
17.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Practice, 6.
On 3rd and long, it's Lance. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
Strike, white. Strike it, strike it. Black open. Ready.
Lance and company going on 4th down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now Bernard. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, check it.
To throw is Brady. Gets it to his running back, Bernard. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Hey, touch.
Well, the jet sweep. This is Godwin. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, they have that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
Hey, 166. 150.
Up the gut, Fournette. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette, a 6-yard touchdown run. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Well, solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Extra point put through by Succop, and that makes it a 21-10 game.
Ryan Succop to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
To throw, it's Lance. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up second down. On second down, here's Mitchell. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And Lance going to throw. Got his target, Samuel. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. Finding space at the 40. 10 more there and another first down. And Lance now to throw. Flush to his right. He's got the hook up downfield to Samuel. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
52 blaster. Hey, check mega.
They're going to run the sweep. It's Samuel. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. It'll be first and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Cycle. Blue, black. You, yellow.
Here's Lance to throw it. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Niners go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet and said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. 47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
From the 31, Brady. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
They'll try and run some clock with Fournette. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, you've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Bulldozes past him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that, 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A handoff, Fournette running left. Nick Bosa using that speed to get in there and break that play up.
So when your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down.
Back and reload! Don't bandit! Hey, 56! Alert!
Brady. A pass underneath for Fournette. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
No, 66!
Now Brady. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Brady going to go on 4th down. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he's going to have the Bucs first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, 66!
Fournette running right. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Again, it's Fournette, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. To throw is Brady. Being chased out left. And he's got it. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down.
They got the completion, but they didn't get the first down. So you got to think if you're on the defensive side of the ball, you're pretty happy with what you just accomplished there.
Yeah, guy, like you said, got him out of bounds, stopped the clock, kept him short of the marker. Brady to throw for it on fourth down. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football.
GG, gang.
Impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there. We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Hey, computer. Check.
And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. He'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Lance back to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
So it's a win for the Bucs here. And the guy leading the charge, who else? He's done it for more than 2.
Yeah, that my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the reality, we still outside. Mine on the riches, hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boys stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we were not to ride nobody with, we're the ones who started with it. Translation, Yani had to buy, Yani had yet hit.